So answering the thumbnail, yes, it is still better than the scuff. So I've been using the strike pack for over 2 years now. Not this exact same strike pack, but I've been using this strike pack for over 2 years. I had one, but it broke. Actually, I broke it. So basically, I couldn't clip it on properly anymore. I got like glue, and it was like a whole complicated thing. Then it eventually like the input part stopped working properly, so I just had to get a new one. Then this one came out, the strikeback eliminator with 4 buttons, not paddles, and I tried this out. It's actually really nice, but it broke in like it broke in like 1.5 months or something, so I went back to the strikeback dominator. The eliminator has no problems, it just broke super fast, and I wasn't doing anything different. Like, I had the first strike back for like a year and a half. It didn't really break except the part that I broke it myself. This one broke in like a month, so I didn't get it again, the strike back eliminator. So I went back to the dominator. Yes, it does have some problems, and yes, it actually does have some problems, especially the new ones that you get like right now, because people always ask me about the new ones. It's not connecting when they're using SCP toolkit and all those stuff. I had so many messages. Yes, there's different versions of this ones. Mine is the V2. Is it? Is that a name? But mine is like I think this is the newer. No, this is still the old model. I think it's the ones, if you buy, if you like bought one last year or something, I think those are the newer versions, which are like more weird for some reason. But anyway, the strike back, yes, the paddles are still really good. The paddles actually never break. It never actually breaks unless you're doing something unusual with the paddles that you're not supposed to be doing. But playing normally, like I game a lot. My YouTube is about games, so I play games like every day. So I should be able to say that it doesn't break. It doesn't break. It connects properly. 1 second. So this is the wire it comes with. It's really good. I forgot what you call this, where it's like extra layered or like fabric, or not fabric, but you get my point. But the wire is really good. It connects pretty easily. The wire hasn't broke for all the strike packs I've had. The wire hasn't broke, and the only reason I have this one here that says the eliminator is cause just to show you all that I actually had the eliminator. I don't have it now cause it like broke. Like one of the buttons stopped working, and it was useless at that point, cause yeah. So I threw it away. Like really stopped. Like it just broke. But anyway, the strike pack does have like a problem where I don't know if this only happens with SCP toolkit, but there's a problem where like when you connect it, it has some sort of stick drift. It's not actually stick drift, because stick drift is like a gradual thing. This one is something where like someone is moving your controller analog stick, if that makes sense. It's actually moving your, like it just does it randomly. It's not like a every 1 minute thing. It just happens randomly, and sometimes it happens when you're in a fight or something, or when I'm just free building, it happens. But then I restart maybe my game, or I unplug it and plug it back in, and restart the whole SCP toolkit process again, and it doesn't do that again. But it doesn't sometimes. It's not like a big, okay, it actually kind of is a big problem. That's why I started learning keyboard, because there was a point where it was just doing it like every time. I couldn't really play, I couldn't aim, I couldn't do anything, so I started learning keyboard. But now that I came back, I started playing controller again like 2 months ago. Like I stopped for like 3 months. Not stopped, but I played keyboard more. Like maybe I'll play throughout the week. I'll play keyboard maybe 4 or 5 times, and I'll just play this 2 times. Because when I play it, then it's just not fun when your controller is literally doing this like someone else is moving it. You feel me? So yeah, that's one of the cons. Another pro thing is, of course, you guys know this, it's super cheap. Of course, it's not as good as the scuff in some areas. I think it's better than the scuff because, first of all, most people already have a PS4 controller or a Xbox controller. So buying this is super cheap. Now with the scuff, you have to buy an entirely new controller. But with that one, you can, you know, like mod it and have trigger stops and all those things. But if you don't really care about all those stuff, you just want the paddles for the paddle effect that it gives you, this is really good. The mods, I don't really know much about the mods. And actually, I had this controller like 3 years, actually, not 2 years, because 1.5. Then I got the Eliminator, then I got the Dominator again. Like 1.5, like 3.5, 4 years actually. Correction. But anyway, the mods, I don't know too much about the mods, and I'm still not gonna know. I think when you open this up, it shows you. Ooh, I threw it away. It comes with like a mod thing there, like a small, not pamphlet, but whatever. But anyway, I don't know too much about the mods because I don't care about the mods. I don't want to use the mods. Most people that want to use the mods, you guys want to cheat in some aspect because there's like recoil mods and there's like trigger fire mods, instant fire mods. I'm not trying to cheat because I could get banned, and I think there's a way to like make the aim assist stronger with the mods. So isn't that like a Cronus Zen? So why would I want to buy that? Well, it's a cheap version if you want to cheat, but I'm pretty good at the game, so I don't want to cheat. And you guys shouldn't like be worried. It doesn't matter how long you've had it. If you keep it in good condition, like I don't do anything special with it. Like after I use it, like let's say for example, I plug it in, I'm gaming. Then all I do is I just put it in like a corner. I don't do anything special, and it still looks brand new. It still looks shiny. It still has that like aluminum type look thing. And what I recommend you guys doing is not taking this out too much. Like don't plug it in and plug it so much. You feel me? Because you might just like spoil it, or you might mess it up here, like inside, if you're a bit too aggressive with like putting it in and putting it out.
That's what she said.
She did say that. So like what I recommend is actually like if you're playing controller strictly and you play it like a lot, just like leave it in. You don't have to take it out. But if you like me, that I switch a lot, because like when I take it out to play keyboard, I put it like in the corner, you know, I take this out of the controller and I put it to one side, and yeah, I take it out delicately, not like fast, so it doesn't break. But yeah, this is a really good thing to still buy right now if you don't have the money for an entire scuff like me, or you don't want to waste money or spend. I don't know if it's wasting. Some people like it, I guess. If you don't want to use money on a scuff, this is still really good for paddles. The paddles are really fast. They call it FPS Dominator for a reason, because you really have like no input delay. Well, it depends what you use to connect, because you can't connect it just like plugging it in like a normal controller. You have to use like SCP Toolkit. I have videos on that on my channel if you're confused about it. You can use Steam, and I don't know how to use the Steam version. It doesn't work for me. Or DS, is it DN4 or DS4? It doesn't work for me as well. So I use SCP Toolkit. But yeah, still one of the best controllers. Attachments to buy. There's a new one. I think there was one that came out after this. It was called the PS4 one. Like I think PS4 came up with their own one. It just didn't look nice enough. It just like but that's the controller. I hope you guys like the review. You can actually get it if you want. I think it's super cheap. Where I am, I bought it for like 300. No, I bought it when it first came out. It was like 600. Then it reduced the price to like 300. But for y'all in like America or Canada, it should be like $30, $40. Now I got you wondering, where does it live that he bought it for like 600? Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe, share, watch my other videos. Bye.